6:45 a.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news, edited by J. Yogaraj and read by Mario Vijayavardhana. The headlines. The National Building Research Organisation, the NBRO, has issued landslide early warnings to 6 districts. Foreign exchange has increased up to $1,800 million during the first 4 months of this year. Security beefed up in Colombo after intelligence reports. The Trade Minister announces that the price of milk powder will be reduced by 200 rupees from today. The government has taken measures to minimize the delays in the Customs Department. It is reported that the new variant of dengue is spreading in the country and can increase. Around 59 MOH divisions across the country have been identified as dengue high-risk areas. In news overseas, Thailand elections, opposition parties surge ahead as count continues. In sports news, tennis, Italian Open, Cameron Norrie sets up Djokovic meeting in Rome. The government has taken measures to minimize delays in the Customs Department. The delays have caused many hardships to release the goods on time. Addressing the media after a function held in Ruanvalla, State Minister Ranjit Siambalapitiya said there will be no such incidents in the customs hereafter, and he said for the officials who delay custom duties, they will be strictly dealt with. Each officer of the department is bound to work according to the rules and regulations of the department. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has said in a discussion held at the President's office recently with security officials that no one will be allowed to violate public security. Based on intelligence information received by the President that some organized group is preparing to create a public disturbance and threaten public safety, the President has informed the security chiefs, including the President's Secretary, to deploy tight security in Colombo from the 12th of May. Due to the tightening of security in Colombo, security forces have been able to prevent any disruptive action that disturbs public order. Upon receiving this information, the President had immediately informed the President's Secretary, Saman Ekanayake, the Minister of Public Security, Tiran Alice, and the Chief of Staff, Sagala Rathnayake, to take necessary measures in this regard. Immediately, Sagala Rathnayake and the Public Security Minister, Tiran Alice, discussed this and called an emergency meeting. Accordingly, Army Commander Lieutenant General Vikum Lienage, Major General Suresh Sali, the Western Province SDIG Deshabandhu Tennakone was summoned to the President's office. It was discussed how the security forces should be prepared according to intelligence information and how to take necessary action. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Director of Operations and Clinical Services at the Allergy, Immunology and Cell Biology Unit of the Sri Jayawardhanapura University, Professor Chandima Jeevandra, says that the new variant of dengue spreading in the country can increase. He said that the public should be vigilant on dengue breeding places and it helps to prevent the spread of the dengue menace. Meanwhile, fogging spraying was conducted at state institutions, schools and common places and marketplaces in the Gampaha and Kiridivela towns today. A considerable number of dengue cases have been reported from the Dompe Medical Health Zone from January up to now. The National Building Research Organisation, the NBRO, has issued landslide early warnings for the Galla, Matara, Hambantota, Kalutara and Ratnapura districts. The relevant warning will be valid for 24 hours until 4:30 p.m. today. Meanwhile, the Met Department has also issued a general weather forecast for the next 36 hours, predicting showers or thunder showers in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and in the Galla and Matara districts. Meanwhile, the Irrigation Department warns of a minor flood situation in the low-lying areas of the Nilvala River Valley in Kottapola, Pitabadara, Akurassa, Aturaliya, Malimbada, Tihagoda, Matara and the Devinuvara DS divisions. Residents in these areas are requested to beware and take adequate precautions. The department especially advises drivers driving in the areas to be vigilant over the issue and take prompt actions to take measures to avoid this hazard. The Trade Minister, Nalin Fernando, announces that the price of milk powder will be reduced by 200 rupees per kilo from today. The minister said that the decision was made in order to provide relief to the people. Accordingly, the price of a new 1 kilogram packet of imported milk powder will be 2,900 rupees. The price of a 400-gram packet of imported milk powder has been reduced by 80 rupees, with the new price being 1,160 rupees. However, the Milk Powder Importers Association said there will be a delay in reducing the prices due to a delay in shipments, although the decision was taken to reduce the price of milk powder. They said with the new shipments, they will be able to distribute the price of reduced milk packets by the 23rd of May.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Foreign exchange has increased up to $1,800 million during the first 4 months of this year. The Foreign Employment Ministry says in a media communique that foreign exchange has increased due to large amounts of remittances from migrant workers during the first quarter of this year. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's remittances from official channels rose to $568 million in March 2023, up 78% from a year earlier.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
And now in Watchlight, around 59 MOH divisions across the country have been identified as dengue high-risk areas. The National Dengue Control Unit says that the number of dengue-infected people have increased by 3% this week compared to last week. So far, about 32,000 dengue-infected people have been reported since the beginning of the year. The Dengue Control Unit states that an increase of infected people are reported in Colombo, Gampaha, Kalutara, Kandy, Gaul, Jaffna, Batikalo, Trincomalee, Kurunegala, Kalmune, Puttalama, Ratnapura and the Kagala districts. That came to you in Watchlight. In World News headlines. Thailand elections, opposition parties surge ahead as count continues. Zelensky says Kiev is not attacking Russian territory. Cyclone Mocha, deadly storm hits Bangladesh and Myanmar coast. Thai voters have rejected the military-backed government as two opposition parties appear to be set for coalition talks. Initial results show the move forward and Pheu Thai party is surging ahead of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. The election has been described as a turning point for Thailand, which has experienced military coups in its recent years. Ukraine has no plans to hit targets in Russia, President Volodymyr Zelensky has said in Germany, where Kiev secured a big new defense aid package. We are not attacking Russian territory, he said, after talks in Berlin with Chancellor Olaf Scholz. We are preparing a counter-attack to deoccupy the illegitimately conquered territories, Mr. Zelensky added. A powerful cyclone has hit the coastlines of Bangladesh and Myanmar after intensifying into the equivalent of a Category 5 storm. Cyclone Mocha brought with it heavy rain and strong winds, leaving residents in low-lying coastal areas fearful they may lose their homes. More than 1,300 bamboo shelters in Cox's Bazar, the world's largest refugee camp, have been destroyed. And now the main points of the World News segment. Once again, Thailand elections, opposition parties surge ahead as count continues. Zelensky says Kiev is not attacking Russian territory. Cyclone Mocha, deadly storm hits Bangladesh and Myanmar coast.
Development News.
The Sri Lankan Airlines Group has made an operating profit amounting to 1.7 billion rupees in the year according to the audited financial statement and before the occurrence of exchange losses. This is a significant achievement considering the issues faced by airlines worldwide during the period owing to the pandemic, a release from the airline said. That was development news, and now in sports news in tennis. British number 1 Cameron Norrie beat Martin Fiskovics to set up an Italian Open last 16 meeting with world number 1 Djokovic. Norrie came through 6-2, 6-7, 7-6, 7-4 in a match that had been held over following Saturday's rain interruptions in Rome. Norrie had led by a set and 5-1 but was pegged back by the Hungarian before digging deep again to win. Djokovic overcame Grigor Dimitrov 6-3, 4-6, 6-1 after seeing a 4-2 second set lead disappear. In soccer news, Barcelona sealed their first La Liga title since 2018-19 with 4 games to spare after a stylish win at the home of city rivals Espanyol. Barca were 3 up by half-time, Robert Lewandowski scoring his 20th league goal of the season before Alejandro Balde, 19, doubled the lead. Lewandowski added the third before Yoles Conde's header made it 4. Espanyol did reduce the deficit through Javier Puado and Joselu, but remain in trouble near the bottom of the table.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB I am, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The National Development Bank PLC posted satisfactory results for the first quarter of 2023, reordering a post-tax profit of 805 million rupees for the first quarter ending on the 31st of March 2023, a healthy growth of 33% over the same period in 2022. Commenting on NDB's performance, Director and CEO Dimantha Seneviratne stated that prudent balance sheet management, diversified revenue focus and cost optimization ensured that the bank generated sound returns to its shareholders.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB I am, a plan for your dream.
Economic news, courtesy of...
For the 5th consecutive year, LOLC is awarded People's Financial Services Brand of the Year at the 2022 Slim Kantar People's Awards. As the People's Financial Services Brand of the Year, LOLC continues to place the customer first. And this has won the hearts, minds and trust of Sri Lankans, with yet another prestigious award as proof of this lasting commitment. LOLC. Imagine the possibilities.
The Hambantota Economic Port International Port HIP launched its duty-free complex with the opening of 2 duty-free shops within the port's premises. The complex is designed to grow the duty-free business catering to vessels calling HIP. The first 2 operators to set up at HIP's duty-free complex are Royal Electronics and United Life, both organizations with over 30 years of experience in the duty-free trade. They offer a wide array of international duty-free goods ranging from imported liquor, confectionery, perfumes and tobacco.
LOLC Finance is taking the power of innovation to the next level, winning 5 golds at the Technovation Awards 2022, leading the digital revolution with cutting-edge interbanking digital payments. LOLC Finance claims the overall gold award whilst also claiming an extraordinary victory in digital banking.
Weather report.
The Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and in the Gala and Mathura districts. Strong winds above 40 to 45 kilometers per hour can be expected at times over the island. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize the damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during the thunder showers. This weather report was issued at 4:30 a.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. That was with the report, and now the headlines of this news broadcast once again. The National Building Research Organisation, the NBRO, has issued landslide early warnings to 6 districts. Foreign exchange has increased up to $1,800 million during the first 4 months of this year. Security beefed up in Colombo after intelligence reports. The Trade Minister announces that the price of milk powder will be reduced by 200 rupees from today. The government has taken measures to minimize delays in the customs department. It is reported that a new variant of dengue is spreading in the country and can increase. Around 59 MOH divisions across the country have been identified as dengue high-risk areas. In news overseas, Thailand elections, opposition parties surge ahead as count continues. In sports news, in tennis, Italian Open, Cameron Norrie sets up Djokovic meeting in Rome. That concludes this news broadcast. You're with Radio Sri Lanka.